Vauxhall City car gets an urban SUV makeover in a bid to court younger buyers. Is that enough to turn the Viva into a Suzuki Ignis beater? What is it? The Viva Rocks, a new range-topping variant of Vauxhall's Viva City car. Not Viva on the rocks, you understand, because this is a car, rather than a fancy cocktail. It's a small car with some rugged SUV styling, hence the Rocks name, also featured on the slightly bigger Radom Rocks. Mind you, you probably wouldn't want to drive the Viva Rocks over any particularly big rocks. While it does sport SUV features such as a new high riding stance, chunky dark bumpers and side skirts and silver roof rails, the Viva Rocks is envisaged as a city-based crossover. It is a city car, after all. By adding in features such as a slightly revamped front end, 15-inch bicolor alloy wheels, an exclusive interior fabric option and a few more bits of chrome, Vauxhall is hoping the Viva Rocks will appeal to a slightly younger demographic than the regular Viva. Despite the revamped look, when you get to the mechanicals, very little has changed from the non-rocking Viva. Because it's an urban SUV, the ride height has been raised, albeit by a grand total of 18 mm. Which, as noted, wouldn't offer greatly increased capability when it comes to driving over rocks, but does give it a modicum of upright, high-riding crossover feel that buyers currently love. But that's about the only difference. The sole engine is the 1.0-liter, 74 bhp 3-cylinder used in the rest of the Viva range, with a top speed of 106 miles per hour and 70 pounds-foot of torque, reaching 0 to 60 miles per hour in 13.1 seconds. It retains the suspension from the normal Viva, with McPherson struts up front and a rear torsion beam. What's it like? Very much like the Viva, and, in turn, much like you would expect from any small city car. It's not designed for dynamic handling, but it's light, nimble and nippy enough for the urban environment it will likely spend its time rocking around the clock in. It's undemanding yet capable, fun in the right circumstances, with the sort of easy steering that makes tight maneuvering a breeze. Visibility is good all round, which is exactly what you'd hope for from something that styles itself as an SUV-bred city car. The engine performance is also as you'd expect from a 1-liter city car, smooth enough, and with enough power for the sort of driving you're likely to do in such a machine. It requires effort to get it up to speed, and can occasionally be found lacking for power, but no more so than many of its class rivals. The gearbox is decently responsive too. Inside, it's all very pleasant, with the sort of clear, functional dashboard and limited but well-designed storage compartments you'd expect of a car in its class. The standard onboard media system comes with a DAB radio and connectivity with USB, Bluetooth and smartphones, although our test car came with Vauxhall's IntelliLink 4.0 touchscreen infotainment system. But that's a £930 option on the £11,530 Viva Rocks, despite coming as standard on the Viva SE Nav, which costs £11,195. Should I buy one? Vauxhall is hoping that the Viva Rocks will compete against the likes of the new Suzuki Ignis in the small but fast-growing city car crossover market. And the mild exterior reworking certainly gives the Viva Rocks a splash of extra character. But it doesn't feel like the volume has been turned up to 11 in rock and roll fashion. It's more like someone sneakily twiddled the volume a notch or two. And that leaves it a bit wanting against an Ignis that comes packed with character, and, if you pay extra, some genuine off-road capability. Vauxhall Viva Rocks. Where Bedfordshire on sale now, price £11,530, engine 999cc. Petrol power 74 bhp at 6,500 revolutions per minute, torque 70 pounds-foot at 4,500 revolutions per minute, gearbox 5-speed manual, curb weight TBC, top speed 106 miles per hour, 0 to 60 miles per hour 13.1 seconds, fuel economy 60.1 miles per gallon, CO2 rating 106 grams/km, rival Suzuki Ignis, Fiat Panda City Cross.